All right, so the question is, do I use a transaxillary approach to putting in an implant? And the answer is no. As a plastic surgeon, we're constantly changing our practice based on, new technology and our own personal experience. When I first started out in practice, I actually did offer this incision choice, and I noticed a couple of things. The first thing that I noticed is very consistent with the literature is that there is actually a higher rate of capsular contracture or hardening of the implant, or your body reacting to that implant with an incision in the armpit. The reason why this happens because you get what's called a biofilm on your implant. Biofilm is basically bacteria that's not really causing an infection, but it's more like it's going to cause your body to react to it. When your body reacts to the biofilm, it causes a capsular contracture, and then you need a reoperation. So I can say in my practice, it was definitely consistent with what the literature showed, and I was seeing a higher rate of capsular contractures. The other thing is if you think about where you're putting the incision versus where you're actually placing the implant, there's a pretty big distance between the two. And another thing that I noticed was that you saw a lot more of implant malposition, and that malposition tended to be the implants riding up into the dead space that you had to create in order to create basically a tunnel from the armpit to the base of the breast for the implant. The last thing that I'll say about a transaxillary incision is that you really don't have visibility unless you're doing it endoscopically, and it's a fairly blind dissection, which should make any surgeon nervous, no matter how good your grasp or understanding of the anatomy is. At the end of the day, what I'm going to offer patients is what gets good, consistent, and safe results. And for me, that's overwhelmingly an incision underneath the base of the breast. And the second choice for that would be around the areola, but definitely not a transaxillary approach.